All right, hey guys, welcome back to another Marvel Champions playthrough. We're gonna be doing, taking a little bit of catch up on the weekly one shots. So I've got this deck here, a Vision deck. So the weekly one shot, the first one's gonna be using a character that either has aerial or can get aerial, going against Mutagen formula with the Flight Modular set. So we're gonna be choosing Vision here. I've got the deck's down in the description. It's, nothing too groundbreaking, but it is utilizing Vivian and Sidekick, so that's kind of the big deal here. So we'll get into Vision because the Mutagen formula stuff is, the villain's always more involved. And the other kind of special rule is that when we change to Alt Ego, we take 2 damage, so that's something that we need to be cautious of. So you've got Vision here. He has 3 recovery. While you're in dense mass form, you get +2 recovery. While you're in intangible mass form, you get +1 hand size. Setup is put your mass form upgrade into play in the intangible side face up, which we have. And then we've got Vision. He's 2/0/0. Density manipulation as an action. Change mass form by flipping your mass form upgrade over. Limit once per round. So this is our mass form intangible. Vision cannot be attacked or defend, and then it says reduce the amount of damage Vision takes by each attack by 2. And then the dense form will be he gets +2/+2, +2 attack, +2 defense. After you change this form, draw a card. So that's what we got going on here. We've got Mutagen formula, so unleash the Mutagens, the first scheme. We're using standard 3, of course, and then it says use Mutagen formula, standard, and modular set. We're using flight. Put a Goblin Thrall minion into play, engage with each player, shuffle the encounter deck, advance to stage 1B. Stage 1B requires 7 to pop, starts with 2, goes up 1 each round. When completed, in player order, each player not engaged with a Goblin minion discards 3 cards from the top of from the encounter deck and puts for the first Goblin minion they discarded this way into play, engage with them. So we have our Thrall here. We'll put the 2 scheme, or the 2 threat. We've got our Goblin Thrall. The Goblin Thrall is a 1/1, 3 health, guard. We can't fight it, so we can't fight Green Goblin with it. So we have Green Goblin, his first stage here. He's a 1/2, he's got 16 health. After Green Goblin attacks and damages you, place 1 threat on the main scheme. And then Flight gives him +1 attack, so he's 3. And then he gains aerial, and the attached villain attacks gain overkill. So he can't really block with we're not really in a position to block with any allies. So let's go hop into it here. We want Vivian, and I want Sidekick. Now I have a lot of ways to get Vivian. I don't have a lot of ways to get Sidekick. So, and I want to get rid of this round, the first round. So I kind of like that just for the fact that that'll give us a, that'll clear that for us. Maybe we'll look at those 2 and then we'll try. So we'll keep Reboot, Just Passing Through, and Maria Hill, and we'll see what we get. Okay, I don't know how I feel about this entirely, so we'll see what we do. We're gonna flip. Let's drop Genius for Maria Hill. We all know and love Maria Hill. After Maria Hill enters play, each player draws 1 card. So we're gonna draw a card. Okay, we have Solar Beam. It's like way too much. It's like way too much here. So I think what we're going to do is I'm actually going to discard everything for Avengers Mansion. So exhaust Avengers Mansion, choose a player. That player draws 1 card. We're going to exhaust Avengers Mansion to draw a card. Now the question is, do we flip? We'll get to draw a card when we flip. I'm going to use Maria Hill to take the threat off, and then the Goblin Thrall, I can hit the Goblin Thrall for 2. Or do we? Yeah, I guess we'll do that. So we'll flip our dense form. We'll draw a card. Because after you change this form, draw a card. Call for backup. Interesting. I kind of want to hold that. I don't want to waste this strength. Or I guess if we did, we could in theory play call for backup, get rid of it, and then bring Viv out. And Viv will hit for 3 and hit the Goblin Thrall. That's an option. I don't have Sidekick though. Let's do it. Let's play Strength for call for backup. So when defeated, each player may search their deck and discard power for an ally and put it into play. That comes with 3 threat. We'll have Maria Hill thwart 2. She takes consequential. Vision will thwart the other. That goes away. And then we're going to bring in... Although Hawkeye would be nice, but we're going to bring in Vivian. That's kind of the main deal here. So Vivian's going to come into play. She's, while you are in intangible mass form, she gets +2 thwart. While you're in dense mass form, she gets +2 attack. So Vivian will come into play. She's +2 attack because we're dense, and we're going to use it to take the Goblin throw out. She takes consequential, and we're going to end it there. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now there's Hawkeye. Okay, and this is good because this would recur her for us. So we've got some options here. Okay, so we'll add threat to the main scheme. He's going to attack us. The deal is whoever we block with, we're taking damage anyway. So I'm actually just going to defend with Vision for 2. So we'll add threat to the main scheme because he will at least do 1 damage to us. But he's going to do 3 minus 3 plus nothing. Put this engage with you. So just 1 damage. And then that's going to add a threat to the scheme. He'll attack me for 1. We're going to take that hit. We've got an encounter card here. So let's play that out. That's monster. When revealed, you were stunned. If you're already stunned, you take 2 damage. Ugh. Okay, that's annoying. All right. So I would have liked to have Hawkeye out if we could have. We'll use this. We'll draw a card. And then there's Fury. Okay. I don't really like this because I want the cape out, and I also want the solar gem. And I also want Hawkeye. We may flip down, take the damage, and let Viv... Okay, I think this is what we're going to do. We're going to have Maria Hill thwart 2 off of here. She's gone. We're going to have Viv attack to take out the Goblin Thrall. She's gone. We are going to discard Super Dense Strike for 6/16 Hickory Branch Lane. Exhaust this card to search your deck and discard off an Android ally and add that card to your hand. So we're going to do that. We're going to change to Intangible and then flip down. That's going to make us take 2 damage because of the one-shot rules. We're going to exhaust this to get Vivian back. We're going to discard Hawkeye and Nick Fury for Solar Gem. Vision gains Aerial, and then as a resource, exhaust Solar Gem to generate a water resource. We'll exhaust Solar Gem and Vision's Cape for Vivian to come back out. And I'll use Vivian again to thwart that away. And she'll do 3 because we're intangible. Okay. And then because we're intangible, we get +1 hand size. That puts us at 6. Because he by default has 5. Okay, there's... Sidekick is still too far down. Okay, that's fine. Okay. We're going to have threat to the main scheme. He'll scheme for 1, 2, and then he'll scheme for 1. So that's going to be a total of 3 scheme, or 3 threat added. We have an encounter card here. It's going to be a Goblin Nation. Each Goblin enemy gets +1 attack, and it has 2 threat on it. Okay. Which is fine, because we're just going to use her to get rid of it and then bring her back with 6/16. Death Focus too. Okay, let's exhaust Avengers Mansion to draw a card. I want to get rid of the stun, and I want to get rid of Monster. So I think this is what we're going to do. We're going to thwart this off of here with Vivian. She's +2 because of Intangible. She's gone. As an alter ego action, we're going to bring her back to our hand. We are then... We're going to flip. We're going to flip this, which will let us draw a card. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're going to exhaust Solar Gem for Death Focus. So we all know Death Focus. Exhaust Death Focus to reduce the cost of the next superpower card you play this turn by 1. We're going to dump energy for... I have so many allies. For Vivian. He's going to attack. We're going to get rid of that. Vivian's going to attack for 3 because we're in dense form. And we're going to hit Monster. She takes Consequential. Do I bring X-23 out? Yes. I think the answer is yes. We're going to discard Side by Side, Ironheart, and Solar Beam for X-23. So she's 1-3. After X-23 attacks and defeats an enemy, ready her. We're going to bring her in. We're going to attack. Monster's defeated. And then she is readied after that attack. And then we're going to swing again and hit him for 3. And I think that's it. And we're gonna keep Professor X but discard Mockingbird, and we're gonna draw up. Okay, and we've got Reboot, which is nice. Okay. Okay, well, Threat will get added to the main scheme. He's going to attack for 3. We're gonna block it. So 3 damage minus 2. He gets an extra, so it's gonna be 2 damage to us. We're gonna add Threat to the main scheme. We're gonna add an encounter card here, which is Death from Above. Green Goblin attacks you with attack equal to the villain's stage number. So he's going to attack us for 4, which I don't really like. Oh, we're in dense mass form, though. So he's going to attack us for 4. Only play when Vision defends. Prevent all the damage from the attack. Stun the attack. Oh, I should have did this first. Darn it, I should have did that first. Because we really don't... We're going to, like, die. Let me think about this. Because... Although, hold on... Playing this makes me a defender. So this should count because it says when Vision defends. This makes me the defender when I play a defense card. So we're playing mass. We're going to play that. So I'm going to discard make the call for mass increase. When Vision defends, prevent all that damage. So this makes it the defender for playing this card. And then prevent all that damage. So we would be taking 4. This gets engaged with us. 4 damage. We prevent it all and then he gets stunned. Okay. Okay, so we're going to activate Avengers Mansion, draw a card. So we've got 2 reboots here, which I'm not opposed to. Let's exhaust Solar Gem for reboot. So ready and a friendly android character and heal 1 damage. We're an android, so we're going to heal a damage and ready ourselves. We're going to thwart 2 from this. We're going to discard Squirrel Girl for reboot again to heal ourselves and ready up. Viv is going to swing for 3. We're going to thwart 2 from this. We're going to have X-23 and Viv take this out, which knocks me down because when it's defeated, and then these are both gone. And then we're going to end our go, and I'm going to keep X. We're going to draw up. Okay, Threat will be added to the main scheme. He will attack but cannot. Because of the stun, we have an encounter card, which is going to be Nowhere is Safe. When revealed, place a pursuit counter. Then, if there's a pursuit counter on Pursuit by the Past, discard and upgrade a support you control. So there is a counter. And we're getting rid of Death Focus because I didn't want to get rid of this so I can get back. I can get her back. So we're not going to do that. Okay. We're going to do Avengers Mansion. We'll draw. Oh, there is Sidekick. Okay, I want that. We are going to flip this. And we are going to flip down. Wait a minute. Yeah, we're going to flip down. That's going to make us take 2 damage. We are then going to exhaust this for Vivian to come back to our hand. We're going to discard Make the Call and exhaust Solar Gem for Vivian to come back out. She is going to thwart 3 from here, taking Consequential. We're going to discard Just Passing Through for Sidekick. So attached to your signature ally, attached ally gets +2 hit points and is your sidekick. Response after you make a basic recovery, heal 2 damage from the attached ally. So she's +2 health, she's 4. And then we're going to heal, which is going to put us to 7, which will heal this. And that's fine. Okay. I'm keeping Side by Side. I'm actually going to keep all of this. We're going to draw up. which is going to bring that in, and we'll shuffle our deck. Okay, now we've got it going. I think we're good. Like, I think we're in a good spot to kind of like not flip down anymore. Okay, so threat will be added. Heal scheme for 1. This will get put engaged with us. So 1 gets added, and then the thrall schemes. Then we've got an encounter card. So encounter card number 1. Dark Designs. When revealed, place a pursuit counter on pursuit by pass, and if it has any counters on it, the villain schemes. He schemes for 1, 2, 3. After this activation, shuffle this back into the encounter deck. So he schemes for 3. Oh my gosh. Okay, scheme, and then we've got this one, which is going to be out of reach. This is why I kept phase disruption. Attached to the villain cannot take damage unless the attacker or the attack has an aerial trait, or the attack is ranged, and then you can spend exhaust your hero and spend 2 yellow resources to discard this card. So there are these in here, which is why I wanted to keep that. So okay, so let's exhaust that. We'll draw a card. Okay, we're gonna flip. We're gonna flip this. We're gonna draw a card from that. All right, we got a lot of stuff going on here. So first things first, we are going to discard. Let's see, what do we want to do? Oh, I don't have Def Focus anymore. Okay, we have a lot of stuff going on. First things first, we're gonna since we're this way, we're gonna attack for 3 and take this out. It's gonna give us consequential. We do have aerial, so we can bypass this for now. So let's swing for 3. Oh, I should have healed the first time. No, sorry, let me undo that. I would have healed, and that would have put me at 11. That would have filled my health up, and then I would have flipped and flipped. So we're going to heal. We're going to do a little bit of a step back and heal. So then I'm like this. Nothing has happened. Now we're going to exhaust Solar Gem. No, we're going to wait on that one, actually. Well, yeah, let's exhaust Solar Gem and discard Genius for Quinn Carrier. We all know and love this. Play only for your Avenger trait, exhaust it for a wild resource. We're going to exhaust Quinn Carrier. And side by side for side by side. So ready your Psychic and ready your hero. Ready your Psychic to ready your hero and choose to either get +1 damage, heal 1 damage from both characters, or +1/+1 for both of them until the end of the turn. So we're going to ready our Psychic to ready our hero and then heal them both. It would just be healing her. But they're both readied. We are going to then... how did I want to do this? We'll play Phase Disruption to get rid of this and confuse Green Goblin. We're going to have him thwart 2 off of here and have Vivian hit him for 3. And she's going to take Consequential. And then we're going to end our turn. We're going to keep both of those and draw up. Okay. All right. So threat will be added. He's going to attack for 3. We're going to defend that attack. So we're going to take... We have 2 defense right now. So 3 damage. That becomes engaged with us. So it's going to do 1 damage to us. It's going to add threat to the main scheme. He will scheme moving this off. So we have a Mutagen Cloud. It just says when revealed, advance to stage 2A. Or 2B, sorry. And then it's... X is equal to the number of goblin enemies engaged, including goblin enemies, including a green goblin in play, and then we lose the game when it goes to 11, and it starts with 4. So it's going to go up by 2 while the goblin soldier is in play. Okay. Encounter card is going to be goblin reinforcements. When revealed, place 1 additional threat here for each goblin minion in play. So it's going to be 2 additional. That's going to be 1 additional threat there. Okay. Okay, we got a lot going on here. So let's exhaust this to draw. Okay, there's Mockingbird, which is nice. I want to get X in to deal with that, deal with some threat. But we do need to get rid of him, which we'll be able to do. We're going to hit for 3 on him, so he takes that. Let's exhaust, let's see. Let's do Solar Gem and Quinn Carrier and Innovation to bring in X23. This is after you spend this heal 1 damage from an ally you control. So it's going to heal 1 from Vivian. X23 comes in. We're going to attack with X23, defeat this. We take a damage, but she is readied from that being defeated, from defeating someone. And then we're going to discard these 3 for Professor X. He would be confused, so we could ready either, we could stun a minion, ready, confuse the villain, stun a minion, or ready an X-Men character. Which I don't have any of those things to do, so maybe we don't want to do that. Maybe we want to do the other thing and bring in Mockingbird and stun him. And then, although I like the fact that he had 3 thwart. So maybe we don't want to do that either. Maybe we want to do these 2 for Maria Hill and draw a card. Okay. We'll use her to thwart that. And we'll use X23 to thwart that and get rid of that. Okay, we'll play it that way. And then we're going to flip to intangible form. I'm going to discard Squirrel Girl but keep Professor X, and we're going to draw up. So we'll undo all that. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is good. We're going to have threat to the main scheme. He's going to attack us for 3. We're going to take -2 damage because of this, but we can't defend it. So he's going to do 3, 4 damage after this if it's attack against piercing. So he's going to do 2 damage to us. It's going to add threat to the main scheme. We have an encounter card. It's going to be Dark Designs. Place 1 pursuit counter by Suicide Pass, and if it has any counters on it, the villain schemes. He can't scheme because of the confused, so that ends that. So that was a nice saving moment for us there. Let's go ahead and activate Avengers Mansion to draw a card. Oh, Nick Fury, okay. Let's go ahead and we probably want Death Focus back out. We're going to have Maria Hill thwart 2 from here. She's defeated. I don't know why I have this up here, like, I'm just going to bring these back. Okay. We're going to have Vivian thwart the rest of that except for 1. She takes Consequential. I do want Professor X in for the next turn. Let's exhaust Solar Gem, Quinn Carrier. Maybe hold on, let me undo this real quick. We're going to undo that. We are going to exhaust, we're going to flip Intangible over to draw a card. Then we're going to exhaust Solar Gem, Quinn Carrier, and discard Just Passing Through for Professor X. It's going to confuse him. X is going to thwart that. Okay. Let's discard Nick Fury for oh, hold on, we'll wait on that too. We'll discard Solar Beam for Death Focus. We're going to have X23 attack, do 3 damage. She's defeated. We're going to have Vivian attack for 3. We're going to have Vision attack for 2. We're going to discard Nick Fury for Reboot to heal 1 from him and ready, and then we're going to have him finish off Green Goblin. So Green Goblin's on to stage 2. So let's reset this. Stage 2 comes in. When revealed, so Green Goblin's 2/2. When revealed, deal 2 encounter cards to each player, and then after Green Goblin attacks you damage, you place 1 threat on the main scheme. So 2 encounter cards. We're going to make the call, but we're going to end our go. So we keep make the call. We're going to draw 4 cards there. Threat will be added. He's going to attack for 3. We're going to have X block it, so it's going to do 3, 4, 5, -2. Okay, he's going to take 2, so we're going to take 3 damage. That adds threat to the main scheme because he does attack us and damages us. Okay. And then we have an encounter card. So encounter card number 1, drawing near. Oh. So after your turn begins, discard top card of your deck, place one pursuit counter on Pursued by the Past, and for each printed resource icon on that card. Yeah, that's annoying. Okay. Can we win the game next turn? We might be able to win the game next turn, so it won't be that big a deal, but that's annoying. Goblin Soldier comes in, and then we have Aerial Bombardment. Attach this to the villain. He gets +1 attack, and ignores Retaliate while attacking non-aerial characters, and you can spend 2 science resources to exhaust this to get rid of the card. Okay. Okay. So we're going to see if we can actually make the game win. So we're going to discard this from our deck. It's going to add a counter to here, and then the force response is after you place a counter here. If the number of counters here is at least 3 more than the number of players, remove each counter. If your nemesis is in play, it activates the energy by flip this card. So then it's going to be, after you flip this card, find your nemesis. The side scheme. So the side scheme comes into play. When revealed, search the encounter deck, discard pile in set-aside area for Ultron's drones and put it into play. Shuffle the encounter deck. Each player puts the top card of their deck onto this as a face-down drone. Engage with the player. So that comes in with 3 threat. The thrones here, Ultron throne or drones. We know they're +1 attack, +1 scheme, and +1 HP. Force response after face-down drone is defeated. Put it in the discard pile. And then we have Ultron. So he's 2/2. Comes in with tough. When Ultron attacks you, if Ultron drones in play, put the top card of your deck into face down, engage with your Ultron. Yeah, you guys know all the drill on that. So we've got that going on for us. That's annoying. And then this flips back over. Okay. So really what we need to do is figure out how can we make this game, how can we end this game. Now we're going to exhaust Avengers Mansion to draw. Okay. So right now, that's 12 damage that we can get off. We can hit for 2, hit for 3. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It puts us just shy of being able to win the game. But we might be able to do some stuff with this. So let's see what we can do. We know that we've got Def Focus, and we've got Quinn Carrier. For Super Dense, a Strike. This is going to do 5 damage to an enemy, so 5 damage to him, because we're in Dense Mass form. We're going to have Vivian hit for 3. Puts him at 10. She takes consequential damage. We are going to exhaust Solar Gem for Reboot. That is going to heal 1 from her and ready her. She's going to hit again for 3, putting her at 7. And then we're going to discard Make the Call and Vision's Cape for Solar Beam. Attack if Vision is in Dense Mass form, deal 7 damage to an enemy. 7 damage. And he's defeated. So there we go. We did win in 1 turn. All right, quick little game there, but that is going to be the weekly one-shot for the Floor is Lava. Next week we'll do the next one, so I think we have to use Wolverine, so looking forward to that. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. The deck will be down below. I'd be interested to know what you guys think. This deck went through a couple iterations because I had Clarity of Purpose. I never used it. I had Specialized Training. I didn't really use that either. I mean, really... And again, this isn't anything groundbreaking, but it's to give Viv out with Sidekick and to let her kind of do everything. And this is difficult because he's always like hitting for 3 is hard, and this is like very minion heavy. So you can't really block with our allies, but I guess I don't know. It was a little harder than I thought it would be. So anyway, that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.